Mm-hmm. All right. Good. Do you all have your maths books out? Okay, good. So what I want to teach you today is to do with angles. Yes, Vic. Did you manage to get him? Is he joining? Well done. Good job. Good job. Good job. All right. Well done. Right. Let's quickly get to work, and I want you to do the things that I'm going to show you. It's very very important. I have two things to show you. I'm going to start with the bottom going up. Are you ready? Okay. So chapter 5 in Form 2 maths is about angles, and you're supposed to know how to calculate many different types of angles. And today I'm going to start with one, and then I'm going to give you a good assignment. I want you to calculate and calculate and calculate. Right. We are doing chapter 5. Everybody, we are doing chapter 5, which is angles. Okay, this is a very big topic which you're going to need to know for the next level. Even when you get to IGCSE, you're going to do it. When you get to A levels, you're going to do it, but they'll be doing different things. So here we are starting here. We want to calculate angles. And if you see here, they're saying work out the missing interior angle. So we are starting with the 5.2, which is interior angles. We are starting with 5.2, which is interior angles. Okay? We have different parts to do in chapter 5. We are starting with 5.2, which is interior angle. So listen closely and do exactly as I teach you. So, when you're dealing with interior angles, you should know what the word interior means. We use this word to talk about a lot of things. The word interior, when we use it, we are talking about the inside. If we say the interior of a car, we mean the inside of a car. If we say the interior of a house, we mean the inside. The word interior just is an English word which means inside. So you're not letting me down. If you see this word, it means inside. So if they ask you to find an interior angle, they want an inside angle. They don't want an outside angle. They want an inside angle. So in here they say work out the missing inside angle. Interior means inside. Work out the missing inside angle. Well, which one is missing? We have this one, we have this one, we have this one, we have this one. Oh, this one is the missing one. So we have found the missing one is this one. We'll call it X. That is the one they want us to find. So we want to see, how do we find inside angles? That's our lesson today. How do you find an inside angle? The questions are going to be different. The questions are going to be different, but the rules don't change. We want to see, how do we find an inside angle? Then we'll do a lot of questions until we are good. The inside angle. To find an inside angle, we use one formula. Only one. We only have one formula for any question. I actually don't care. I don't care what the question is saying. As long as it's asking about an inside angle, then you have to use the formula. What formula say? What formula should I use? The formula is the sum of interior angles. The sum of inside angles. When we say the sum, it means you add. So if you add all the interior angles, the answer you get must be the same as doing this. N minus 2 times 180 degrees. So if you add all the interior angles, you must get the same answer as n minus 2 times 180. This is what we are going to write. What's going on? Anytime they talk about interior angles, we should write the one formula we know. I want you to write this 50 times until you know it. N minus 2 times 180 is the sum of interior angles. Okay, first I want you to write this, then I'm going to teach you how to use it. First, you must know how to write it. So write again at the bottom, write again to say sum of interior angles, which is the same as saying sum of inside angles, is n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Sum of interior angles is equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Write it like 5 times. Write it again. We want to write it 5 times. Write again to say the sum. Don't change. I don't want to see anything I didn't say there. I said sum of interior angles. Sum of interior angles will be equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. This is the 4th time. Let's write one more time. I want you to write again neatly. Sum, okay, I want to see it 5 times. Sum of interior angles is equal to n minus 2 times 180 degrees. Are you writing? Are you writing, people? Good. Now, this n is where a lot of people have problems. Now, I want to teach you how to use this. A lot of people have problems with this n because this n is number of sides. This n represents the number of sides. So say, am I supposed to know the number of sides? Yes. Should I know the number of sides I have? Yes. The number of sides and the number of angles. Yes, the number of sides is the same as the number of angles. So if you have 4 sides on that shape, then automatically you know that you have 4 angles. So anyway, if we have a shape which has 5 angles, if we have a shape which is 5 angles, if we have a shape which is 5 angles, then this n is going to be 5. We're going to put 5 with it. So it's about this number of angles. So let me show you where it's hard for a lot of people They struggle with the number of sides. They struggle with this thing here. This table which they want you to copy and complete. They want you to copy and complete. So I want you by the end of this lesson to be able to copy and complete the table. So the first thing I want you to always know is you need to know the polygons. Listen. Where it's hard is people don't know how to find n. Because you're going to write this formula down, then you're going to find n, the number of sides. So the number of sides is easy. For you to know the number of sides, you must know the names of shapes. Because in the question, they'll tell you the name. So you must know the names of shapes and how many sides they have. If we have, so we call them polygons. Polygon is another name for a shape. A shape that has a lot of sides is called a polygon. So all the shapes are called polygons. All the shapes that have many sides are called polygons. So here I'll ask you the polygon, then we'll say the number of sides. The number of sides. We'll talk about the polygon. What is the polygon? The shape. Then we'll talk about the number of sides. Okay, we can start with number of sides. Let's start with number of sides. If it has 3 sides, it's called a triangle. Polygon is another name for shape. I've already told you. So, if we have a shape with 3 sides, it's called a triangle. Any shape with 3 sides. Any shape now with 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. Let me fix something. I said a shape with 4 sides is called a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Quad is 4. Lateral means sides. So if it's a quadrilateral, it has 4 sides. Any shape with 4 sides, you need to write this many times until you can remember. If it has 4 sides, it's called a quadrilateral. Quad means 4. If it has 5, it's called a pentagon. If it has 5, it's called a pentagon. Retabile, are we together? Pentagon has 5 sides. Then we have 6 and 7. 6 is hexagon, which has less letters. Hexagon is 6. Then heptagon is 7. So you need to write this many times. Write it over and over and over and over and over again. Heptagon has 7. Then you do 8, 9, 10. 8 is octagon. 9 is nonagon. 10 is decagon. Nonagon for 9. Decagon for 10. Octagon for 8. Heptagon for 7. Hexagon for 6. Pentagon for 5. Quadrilateral for 4. So you should know these, okay? You should know each of these shapes and their names, okay? Kosi, are we together? Kosi, are we together? Yes, you can speak, Kosi. I can hear you. Are we together? Oh, okay. Press it again. Speak now, then you press. Speak now. Good. Now I can hear you. Then press. Well done. Now you have cut the mic. Well done. So there we go. These are the names of the shapes and the number of sides. I want you to practice it over and over again. Okay? I want you to practice the names of the shape and the number of sides. I'm going to teach you the next level tomorrow. Today we're a bit late. Make sure at 5 o'clock you're already there so that we can start on time. I want to teach you hard things here. We're going to solve it. But first of all, you are not allowed to not know the names of these shapes. So I'm going to give you shapes and I'll ask you to name them. I'm going to send you as an assignment to give you many, many polygons and ask you to name each and every one of them. Are we serious? Are we together? Yes. You should know how to name each shape. Then I'm going to tell you why. Why is this topic hard for a lot of people? I'm going to show you why a lot of checkpoint students struggle with this topic. Are we together? Good. 5 o'clock tomorrow, make sure you are ready and we get to work, everybody. Are we together? All right. Good. You are dismissed. We meet at 5 tomorrow.